Nigeria is not an Islamic state. Reps reject Sharial law expansion in Nigeria. Now to the news info. The House of Representatives has rejected a bill seeking to expand Islamic law in the 1999 Constitution. The bill, sponsored by Rep. Aliyu Misau, aimed to remove the word "personal" from Section 24, 262, 277 and 288 of the Constitution, where Islamic law is mentioned. This change would have allowed Islamic law to apply beyond personal matters, potentially broadening its implication. Please, though, they should not Islamize the state. The rep should continue to reject it, because what is this? You want to Islamize the nation? We are not an Islamic nation. We have different tribes and religion. You cannot make the state only Islamic states. It's not possible. And not with these people that they are always over religious. I beg. This change would have allowed Islamic law to apply beyond personal matters, potentially broadening its implication. During the debate, lawmakers were divided along regional lines, with Northerners generally supporting the bill and Southerners opposing it. Yes, so those in favor, like Abdul Hakim Ado from Kano, argued that Islamic commercial law needs to be sustained. Why? Why should it be sustained? Are we an Islamic nation that you will put your Islamic discipline into the law? It's not possible. Go and put it in the law in your state. It cannot work in Nigeria as a whole, because we are not an Islamic state. We are not an Islamic nation. On the other hand, opponents like Solomon Bob from Rivers and Bamidele Salam from Osun emphasized that removing personal would have broader implications than intended by the Constitution's framers, and that Nigeria's secular nature demands restricting religious issues to personal preference. The bill rejections came after a voice note by Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu. This development highlights the sensitivity and contentious nature of religious issues in Nigeria's constitutional debate. I'm telling you, religious wahala is just so much in this country. We are just so too religious. Let everybody do their religion. Don't try to impose your religion on people, because you are not the only religion that we have in this country. Don't Islamize our state, because people are overly too religious. So when you put the personal, remove the personal now, or you now start telling us what to do, telling us how to work, telling us what to talk, using Sharia law for us in the country. I beg, that's not possible. We don't want it. Edo Veresiri said, the North won't use Yoruba man push for harm. Aha, it is obvious that the West are the tools used by North in Nigeria. Etebo Mark says, let the truth be told. Debere says, this second time this is spoken and second time it stops. And I think it's time to end that name, Nigeria, as well. Is what is hungering this hopeless APC since their invasion of Nigeria in 2015 unknowingly, and continue in 2023 fraudly and forcefully. Because if you have sense, you're not supposed to know, say you have multiple other tribes and other religions you forcefully held hostage, claiming you want them together as your one Nigeria. It's not possible. So you must respect rule of human rights and free for his or her faith. Let everybody do their faith. Don't come and try to impose your religion on other people. Do your religion. Let every other person do their religion. We are not an Islamic country. I beg. Adza Koyo says, no one of them can worship. Uchenna Oloha says, Muslim ticket Nigeria will remain in darkness and poverty. No agenda. Bunch of fools. Peter Hikbe says, but it is also a shame, woman with hijab, killing, bombing, even sleeping like the one wearing short knickers. The best thing, let's ban, stop the boat or divide. That is the solution. Well, maybe it is that dividing that will work, because if you, even Nigerian Yoruba Muslims are not this terrible like the Islamic, the Northerners Islam. Those ones, they are just blinded by religion. They don't know what they are doing. They are overly religious, putting laws down that will only favor them and will not favor the masses. Please, though, we don't want Islamic. We are not an Islamic state. So they should continue to reject that bill of passing one Sharial law into the law. Abdullahi Garba says, what is the benefit in the church when everybody knows that your God Jesus never attended any church? Garuba, we have seen you. Your name is Garuba, so we know what you are trying to say. Utube Sunday says, you know nothing about Christianity, but since you want to become one, start by going to church and tell others that Jesus is Lord. No more terrorism. Yes, so. Said Usman says, at least you have to understand what Sharia law means and where it will be applicable. It is only for Muslims. Yes, it is only for Muslims, but you want to Islamize all the country so that everybody will be applicable to the Sharia laws. That is never going to happen. Jesus Christ will not allow it. Never. Francis Curtis replying to Usman says, what benefit does it have? Not have been on Sharia law for a long time in Nigeria, but what impact has it made? Kidnapping, banditry, terrorism, illiteracy, name them. That illiteracy is even worse. There are a bunch of illiteracy in that place. They are so blinded by religion. They have refused to broaden their knowledge, to widen their knowledge, to know that life is not all about religion and some of the things that they do in their country. Abdullahi Garba replied to Francis Scott said, it is a shame for Christian people, women, walking naked without any clothes, even in the marketplace. It is not all Christian women that goes around naked. So don't put everybody together. People that are dressing naked wants to dress naked. Leave them to dress naked. It is not your business. People have the right to do whatever they want to do. Some Christians dress properly, decently. The ones that are dressing improperly, that is their choice. It is there for God to change them or for them to have a change of heart. But don't say that Christians are dressing indecently. There are some Muslims that are dressing indecently. They will cover up from their houses, but when they go out, you see them, they will start doing anyhow. So most of the time, you people are just pretenders, pretending to be religious, pretending to be Muslim. Meanwhile, even these people that you created your law for, they are not comfortable with it. They are not. They want to be free, but you don't want them to be free. You are making rules that when they go outside, they will break the rule. They will wear their hijab from the house. When they are going out, they will remove it and start doing anyhow. So don't say that Christians are dressing indecently. As we have Muslims that are bad, we also have Christians that are bad. We are not saying that everybody is perfect. But don't generalize it that Christians are walking around the marketplaces naked. It is a lie. Davidson says, you think you people have sense? Kanu is saying the truth. Yes, so I think what Kanu is saying is we should just divide this country. Let everybody go their separate ways. If you want to be a Muslim, go to your Muslim country. If you want to be a Christian, stay in your Christian country. If you want to be Yoruba nation, if you want to be Hausa nation, I think that is what we will do, because all this rubbish should not happen at all. You cannot Islamize a country that is not only a Muslim. It is not possible. My listeners, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for